Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Family Health Podcast, a podcast for families and leaders that want to strengthen families. My name is Dr. Corey Gilbert, an author, university professor, licensed professional counselor, a life coach, and researcher, and speaker on topics such as trauma, abuse, sexual ethics, and gender and sexuality issues. Today, I will be your host. In this podcast, we'll be focusing on 4 areas. See these as a quadrant: your health, your purpose, your relationships, and your work. Each week, we will be diving into one of these 4 areas with the goal of challenging you and encouraging you in building strong families. We're sponsored by the Family Launch Academy, a community of families, parents, and leaders that want to see their children launched well into adulthood, prepared for what's to come. Find out more about the community, resources, courses, trainings, and Q&As with me, Dr. Gilbert, and the Family Launch Academy by joining our free Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Family Launch Academy. Now let's get into this week's episode. Hey, this is Dr. Corey Gilbert. Welcome to the Family Health Podcast, and today we're going to go into a topic that we're going to come back to a lot. And I wish we didn't have to, but we have to for the sake of our families, and that's pornography. We're going to address a few issues that our children face today. And again, this is from an excerpt from my book, I Can't Say That. You can order it at ican'tsaythat.com. It's an Amazon international bestseller, and so excited to get this into your hands and into your ears as we talk through this and actually plan well. So today's topic is pornography. As a parent, it is often overwhelming to think about how much the world has changed since we were children, and all the things our children will face that we didn't even know existed when we were younger. The truth of the matter is that our children are a target. If an advertiser can hook them when they are young, then they will have a customer for life. This is true for all products, from phones and computer apps to pornography and the food industry. Some industries sell products and services that are morally and ethically neutral. Others are predators preying on our kids' naivete and their unquenchable curiosity. Pornography is a powerful force that has entered nearly every life and home in some form or fashion. There is no place for it in a biblical sexual ethic. It steals, it distorts, it harms relationships and destroys families. It rewires the brain. Mark 7:20-23 reminds us of the person we are dealing with both in ourselves and in our children. And then he added, "It is what comes from inside that defiles you. For from within, out of a person's heart, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, wickedness, deceit, lustful desires, envy, slander, pride, and foolishness. All these vile things come from within. They are what defile you." These desires and our bent toward these things is normal, but is that truly what we want? Normal? Broken? Or do we want a grander story for our children and ourselves? Sarah, age 10, slams the computer closed as her mom enters the room. She runs off. Her mother opens the laptop and the browser to find pictures of naked people. What should she do? Her next move matters tremendously. Jeff easily found a way around his parents' internet filters and goes to his drug of choice multiple times a day. He's only 13 years old and has spent hours on devices that his parents didn't know could access pornography. He doesn't own a cell phone, laptop, or tablet. He uses his iPod Touch and his old Game Boy and the browser in his video game system. He knows how to hide his tracks, and his parents have no idea of his secret life. Pam is 11 and has discovered that she gets a good feeling when she looks at videos on her smartphone. Her parents gave her the phone to keep her safe since she walks home from school alone every day. She spends hours each day watching pornography and scrolling through images from the time she arrives home from school until her parents return home from work. The reality is that pornography is nearly inescapable. I've often wondered who will show it to my kids first. Someone will, I promise. Let me sum up everything that needs to be said here in one sentence. You, as the parent, must have micro-conversations with your children while they are young about what is and is not okay regarding nudity, images, and video. You are the one. If you don't prepare them ahead of time, someone will be able to win them over quite easily. It only takes one viewing to be sucked in. Even though most children report that their first time viewing pornography elicited a gross response, it pulls at their natural curiosity and draws them back in for more. How can we limit the attraction and draw of this powerful drug? Talk about it. Yes, I said that. Talk about it. Be honest regarding its impact on your heart and relationships. Explain that it distorts love, intimacy, and peace. Talk about your own struggles when they are mature enough to handle it. I know that can be tricky. Be honest. Be real. Be candid. Pornography rewires the brain for novelty and makes the ability to settle down with one spouse and find satisfaction nearly impossible. Today's pornography is more shocking, abusive, and disturbing than ever before. It lacks true intimacy, yet the viewer is drawn in by the skin, bodies, and freedom that many wish for. True freedom in sex is not what we see in pornography. Pornography is bondage. It's never enough. Sex has become a drug, and it never truly satisfies. No one person will ever be enough. As screens have become a larger part of our lifestyle, virtual reality has become a new form of pornography. No human being can measure up to an avatar. Marriages fail. True intimacy loses. Many of the women that film porn videos view this work as a step up from where they were before, and my heart breaks for them. Doing porn, dancing naked on stage for money, prostituting, and offering escorting services are places where many of them find value, respect, and even worship. They may love the attention and power, yet they are still being exploited. We cannot deny that part either. Many remain in this line of work because it gives them a sense of satisfaction and a sense of control. This ought to be eye-opening. Nudity has a place and a context biblically. It is reserved for marriage between one man and one woman. Outside of that protective relationship, nudity decreases in value, is cheapened, and erodes. Ironically, our culture sees this as freedom. It isn't, though. It is bondage. Freedom is not having to worry about sexually transmitted infections and diseases. Freedom is giving and receiving love that honors and serves, gives and respects. Freedom is sexual satisfaction and enjoyment without pressure, demand, exchange of money, or performance. Ironically, freedom is found in, marriage, monogamy. The only place that naturally creates life is the sexual relationship between a man and a woman. Sex is more than a game for fun, for self, for pleasure, or for release. It must always and forever remain in the context and protection of a relationship. Let us raise the bar to require just that: relationship, commitment, boundaries. What should Sarah's mom do now after catching her 10-year-old viewing explicit content online? This is the time for a micro conversation. This is not the time for a lecture. This is not the time to yell at her and make her feel shame. The truth is that Sarah probably already feels shame inside, even though she does not know how to express it. Your job is to help her process what she has seen. We want her to let go of the shame trapped inside her young body and be free. Shame takes deeper root and sets its talons in her heart and soul the longer she holds it inside. Comfort her. Help her have a safe space to process, feel, and ask questions, even explicit ones. The truth is that whatever innocence she had before, it is gone now. Treat her with care, but also as if she is a bit older than she may be. She is now stewarding a heavier load in her head and heart. Help her carry it. How? You can help by moving her thoughts and habits out of the subconscious into the prefrontal cortex. Help her evaluate it. Help her decide out loud what is best and what is harmful. This is not something you can do for her, but you can walk her toward a decision and let her make it. You are the guide, while your child is the main character. Be a great guide. Thanks for tuning in to the Family Health Podcast. I hope these become valuable resources full of encouragement and challenges as you lead your family well and with confidence, and definitely not alone. Find out more about marriage and family life coaching and consulting at healinglives.com. I want to help you and your family be successful in marriage, love, life, and family. Thank you to our sponsor, the Family Launch Academy. To get your family moving in the right direction quickly, check out our website, healinglives.com, for available options that will serve your family best. From counseling and coaching to seminars, online courses, and more, it is an honor to serve.